So who am I speaking with?
I'm Dave Fracchia. I'm Studio VP for Radical Entertainment.
And you are working on a new game that's, do you have a release date of this game?
We do. We just announced it. It's April 24th, 2012.
And the game we're talking about is?
Prototype 2.
All right, so what's so kick-ass cool about Prototype 2?
Everything. You know, we've got new abilities, we've got new powers, we've got ability to upgrade. You know, one of the coolest things actually for me is we've got a new protagonist, and that new protagonist wants to take on Alex Mercer from the first game. So we've got kind of a battle royale brewing.
So explain to me the game. I'm not familiar with the Prototype franchise.
Well, in the first Prototype game, you had a virus released on Manhattan, and the cause of that virus ends up being the protagonist, Alex Mercer. But at the beginning, Alex wakes up, has these viral powers, doesn't know what's happened to him or who's done this to him, and vows to basically seek vengeance against them. Ends up finding out that there's a conspiracy between Blackwatch and Gentek, and kind of cuts through all of that and saves Manhattan from being annihilated by a nuclear bomb, which Blackwatch intends to use to wipe out the virus entirely.
Now, I've been talking to a lot of game developers about, essentially not rebooting, but creating the next level in a franchise. And one of the things that's a major issue is how do you keep the element that got people excited about it in the first place while still creating a new product that has new stuff to get people excited? How did you balance that challenge?
Well, we really went back and thought about what makes Prototype. And Prototype is about the virus. It's how viruses basically infect people differently. So what we knew is we had this great first game, and we had this outcome that was kind of unsure. A lot of threads were left open, and we thought, you know what would it look like 14 months later? What would happen to the virus? And looking at it from a different person's perspective. So Alex has his own plans 14 months later. New York has changed quite significantly from being the New York it is to New York Zero, made of 3 zones. And within that, you have our new protagonist, Sergeant James Heller. He's been in the Army, he's served overseas. His family has been taken out by the virus. And if you think about your own family being taken out by someone or something, you maybe actually be driven to get rid of whatever that was, whether it means your own death or not. And so he's on this quest to rid the world of the virus, and the person he feels is responsible for it, which is Alex Mercer. And at that point in time, Alex, who has his own plans, infects Sergeant James Heller, making him the next Prototype. And so that's where kind of story takes off. And I'll leave you with that premise. We're not divulging anything else yet, but you can just imagine.
Hey, thank you so much for your time. That sounds very cool, and the imagery is stunning. I'm very impressed.
Well, thank you very much. The imagery right now is pre-alpha, so you can imagine what it's going to look like in April.